recent trips to the Anniston Army Depot in my district. It was an honor to have each of you there. That installation does an outstanding job of supporting our warfighter, and because of its exceptional work in that role, they're in pretty good shape. And also the mission they play for the military, they're in pretty good shape. But I know the rest of the organic industrial base is not in as good a condition. The question I have for you is, does the Army plan to move any work from the Anniston to facilities with less workload in order to prop them up?
Mr. Rogers, thank you for your comments. I enjoyed very much my trip there, and it was good to get a chance to chat with you. As I'm sure you understand, we are continuously assessing workload distribution across the entire Army organic industrial base, both the depots as well as the arsenals. We have not made any particular decisions in that regard, but I have to be frank, particularly as we come back out of theater, and once we're through reset, which I should add, would require funding for 3 years post-conflict to make sure we're resetting all of the returned equipment. The workloads are going to have to be re-examined and rebalanced. But you know, if that occurs, we'll certainly do everything necessary to keep you informed. Right now, we're in the analysis phase, and we're not prepared to make any announcements in that regard.
Well, we're the Alabama delegation. We're paying a lot of attention, and you know, it's a very cost-efficient facility. And that's one of the reasons they're in good shape. Well, and we hope that money is a big factor in your decision and efficiencies when you decide what to move where, because we think you get a good deal, and the taxpayer gets a good deal at Anniston. My next question has to do with the AMP-V. I'm hearing that there's been some concerns raised about the current RFP that was issued by the Army. In the near future, I'd like to meet with both of you to talk about some of the concerns I have about that. But for this hearing, I'm not really focused on the RFP. I'm focused on the future depot work, maintenance work for the AMP-V. My primary concern is where the vehicles will be built and maintained throughout their life cycle. I believe strongly that it should be the Anniston Army Depot, and here's some reasons why. The AMP-V is intended to replace the M113. Since 1995, the Anniston Army Depot has been the home of life cycle maintenance for the M113 family of vehicles. Secondly, it certainly appears that the AMP-V will be a track vehicle. The Anniston Army Depot is the center of industrial and technical excellence for track vehicles. That means the track vehicle work is part of Anniston's core workload. And then finally, the model for public-private partnerships for the production and life cycle maintenance of the Army's land fleets has been the Striker, which is performed at Anniston, and as you know, the Striker has performed well in recent conflicts. Therefore, Anniston has been the best capitalized facility to do the same work for the AMP-V. Given these facts, do you expect the production and life cycle maintenance for the AMP-V vehicle, the AMP-V fleet at Anniston, or are you looking to share the work with other facilities within the enterprise? Either one of you.
I'd prefer to have the acquisition executive come speak to you directly, and the biggest part of that reason is, I mentioned earlier, the bid is in an agency protest. That, as you know, severely constrains what we're advised to say publicly about it. You noted, I think, very accurately the advantages and the competitive success that Anniston has demonstrated. If and when we get to that point, which I hope it's if, not when, we'll certainly make the most cost-effective decision we can.
Thank you both very much. I yield back.
Thank the gentleman. Mr. Courtney, you recognized.